not be the headline, it'll be the player being sent off, not the fact that the team that's just beat Man U has played amazing. So newspapers really are a big problem within footballers, the negativity wise. Television media. There's a phone app that basically concentrates on football, which that just shows you how big football is. It's an actual app that does transfer rumours, and there's also the Premier League clubs actually have their own football channels to host, and then they charge people. And Sky Sports also have something called Sky Sports HQ, which focuses on basically all sports, transfer rumours, gossip, everything you need to know about football. It'll be on there. The pros of media. It basically brings popularity to the game, as it's just crammed down people's throats all year round because it's just football and everyone loves football. Media brings a lot of money within football, as well as it does advertise sponsorships, like Ronaldo's sponsors Nike, and Nike sponsor Ronaldo, you know, with all the boots and stuff. It also there's role models within football, which can also give young kids something to look up to into the future. And also within like the things they wear, how they play, what they look like. The cons within football, this can also take money away from footballers. People would rather just sit at home on the city and only pay £15, £16 a month to watch Sky Sports, instead of actually having to travel to a game, which costs you £60 in the big Premier League games for a ticket. Right, I'm going to move on to technology now. Technology within football has come on hugely over the years, with the football, the boots, how injuries are sorted, players' diets, you know, how they've got to live their lives. Right, football kits and boots. Football kits have been improved hugely, as now there's something called dry fit, which basically keeps players actually comfortable and dry, and it basically makes them play a lot better, as they can focus more on the game. Football boots, they've got different types of football boots now. They've got blades, studs, moulds, everything, and that also suits different types of weather, different formats, different turfs, and it just basically makes a football player's job a lot easier. Injury equipment. Injuries have come on hugely over the years, as in recovery time, how players are actually treated. Roy Keane, about a long time ago, basically did a really harsh challenge on a player and basically ended his career, while people like Aaron Ramsey and Eduardo got their ankles snapped and they were back in the game within 8 months. So it just shows you how technology has come on within injuries, and how much money has been put into research to try and get players back on the pitch as soon as possible. Goal line technology. This is pretty recent, it's actually come in. Due to, in 2010, when Frank Lampard scored a goal against Germany, it was clearly over the line, but the linesman just completely missed it. So, but also Zeb Platter did debate about it, as football is the reason why goal line technology has been brought in, is for the simple reason it does bring a fairness into the game, a big fairness within the game. And that's it.
Well done. Okay. I know you had a problem with your Prezi, because it only let you do a certain amount of slides.
Yeah.
Right. You mentioned about the cameras. What about analysis? So what sort of technology is available for analysis?
Unlike Monday Night Football, Gary Neville and everyone, they basically can touch. They can actually move players in actual live play. Now, obviously not live play, but show like highlights of the game, and they can move players and tell them, like, show people how they've moved, how they should have done it, and where to improve within the actual game.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because people will now start putting the blame game on that type of player, but it will also, maybe let's say the player actually watches it and he'll learn from his mistakes within training, so yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, social media, just going back to the media side of it.
Yeah.
In your opinion, do you think it is a positive or a negative impact in football?
It's both. Positive, because social media is basically like your fans, the people that just make you feel bigger and better than anybody else, and also it's a negative thing because it can also put you down. They can send you horrible tweets, horrible messages on Facebook, which can really put a player down. E.g. Tom Cleverley, he had to delete his Twitter account due to people actually giving him that much abuse on Twitter, and racial abuse as well.
Okay, well done. Right, one more question.
Yeah.
What do you think's had the biggest influence, media or technology,
Biggest
on football?
Tricky. I think media, money-wise media, but technology as in how it's brought the game forward and how everything, basically how the game's played now to date with all the latest technology. I think maybe if you put Ronaldo back maybe 20, 30 years, he wouldn't be the same player he is now because of diets, how players were treated, how players trained, the boots, the kits, everything, and how players are treated nowadays. They're just treated like superstars.
Well done with stuff. Right, excellent. Presentation, I liked it. You've used loads of pictures. Your information is short and sharp. Few little teething problems with spellings.
Yeah.
But we can check that. Maybe you need to proofread it or get somebody else to look at it first. Presented really well, dead confident. What do you think went well?
I thought the presentation was good, but it's just Prezi kind of messed it up a little bit as I couldn't do enough. Also, I would have done a lot more.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Something to develop.
Something to develop. Probably a little bit more information. I think I didn't put enough in, and like you said, proof, like read over it again to make sure that it is right.
Okay, good stuff. Well done.
So,